Hello, my name is Ethan Chazin. I am a New York-based organization development coach, and I work with my clients to unleash their people's untapped potential. And I do this three ways. I work with them to do employee training and development. I also help them with your executive leadership team, one-on-one, as well as team-based coaching. And lastly, I consult with them to create an amazing workplace culture that enables them to unleash their people's untapped potential for meaningful long-term competitive advantage. Let me tell you a little bit about my journey. I graduated from college and immediately went into the advertising industry, where I discovered from day one that in that particular industry, if you worked hard and you were part of an account team and you serviced clients' accounts, and for whatever reason that client chose to dismiss you or leave agencies, you and most of the people on that team were terminated or else moved integrated into other teams. I decided that that wasn't for me. I wanted to move up in my career, so I chose to go the route of getting an MBA in marketing, and then proceeded to spend the next 20 years navigating through corporate America with a painful realization that the organizations that I worked for considered me to be nothing more than an asset, deemed to be replaceable. And I experienced the pain firsthand of navigating through those 20 years of being downsized, right-sized, re-engineered, and outsourced. So the final day job that I had, I worked in a major cable and telecom company. I was there for a year leading their marketing, and I created strategy around driving their revenue up 40%. My reward was I was laid off as they merged with another company. And that was my epiphany. I said, I will no longer ever go and work in corporate America again for an organization that devalued me and created toxic workplace cultures for myself and all of my peers, my fellow employees. So I chose the path less traveled. I went out on my own without any startup seed funding, without any clients or any support. And I started my consulting practice with a singular mission: to work with organizations who truly valued their employees, to get them to unleash their people's untapped potential by truly committing to their people. Early on in my tenure as a consultant, I decided to explore. It was my singular mission to explore and to research all over the world, anywhere that you looked, what were the characteristics that all great organizations shared that enabled them to financially outperform their competitors. And I looked at over 200 countries, and I looked at thousands and thousands of organizations, and over nearly a decade of research, I discovered that there was, in fact, only one attribute, one quality or characteristic that all amazingly, wildly successful in terms of financial performance organizations, one attribute they all shared. And it wasn't country of incorporation, it wasn't their leadership team, it wasn't their products or services or their sector or industry. No, it had nothing to do with any other factors besides one singular determining factor. Did they possess a compassionate organizational culture that truly cared about and thus invested in their people? And that led to me writing my second book called The Compassionate Organization. And so my journey from early on in my career of having to be forced to put aside who I truly was and go work in organizations that devalued me, that treated me pretty poorly, whose values I didn't share, to find my place going out on my own, to go back into organizations as a trusted partner to assist them in navigating the world of creating an amazing workplace culture. And so that's what I'm pathologically driven to do with organizations I get to work with. Create cultures that kill, create positive workplace environments that value their people, that invest in their people, that go out of their way to find the best, hire the best, retain, coach, train, mentor, reward, recognize, empower the best possible workforce to achieve success in the 21st century organization. And that's my mission, and that's my journey.